100 years old, what does this mean in Barbados? Level of confidence, what does it really mean for Goddard at this time?
Well, I don't think 100 years old actually means anything in itself. But what it means for Goddard is we have survived 100 years and we're still going strong. And the biggest danger to companies that start as family companies is that they die away when the founding family members retire or die. And really, Goddard's is one of the most unique things with Goddard's is that it successfully transitioned from being a family company, then to being a public company, and as we heard earlier, to a company where actually no family members are members of the executive management of the company. So we have successfully transitioned into a company that can now survive and prosper without any family members. It's not dependent on the people who started it. And I think that's something that not many family companies actually achieve.
We continue to see an easing of COVID-19 restrictions. How does your company view this, and is there anything else that you would like to see?
I think we are appreciative of the easing that's happening. The biggest impact on Goddard Enterprises was that one of our largest divisions is airline catering, and through the 26 countries in which we do airline catering, we have been severely impacted during COVID. Since maybe July last year, that started to recover and has steadily recovered over the months, and is now doing quite well again. Probably recovering a bit faster than we expected. So that's probably the biggest impact of COVID, and the biggest impact that we're seeing now. And continued opening certainly will help.
The government had indicated that they would look at the taxes or tariffs associated with shipping. How would this help with the company? What is needed at this time?
Well, tariffs on shipping and the cost of importing into Barbados is really borne by the consumer. Companies like our import and distribution division essentially have to pass on the costs that they have to the supermarkets, and the supermarkets pass it on to the customers. So increased costs are always borne by customers, even though often the merchant is the person that gets to go our first quarter results. And in them we noted that was the most profitable first quarter that Goddard's had ever had in its history. And we're very positive about the future. As I said, the downturn in our results was almost entirely due to our catering division, doing airline catering. And as I said, airline catering has returned, and our results have returned with the airline catering. So while I can't comment on future results, I think you can look to the first quarter as being an excellent return to levels of profitability that are higher than we have had before, and we anticipate a very bright future. All hoping that COVID is in fact going to continue to decline steadily.
You could share any of the figures as it relates to the losses you would have that you would have incurred as it relates to the airline? They
would have been well documented in our annual reports, but we would have had very large restructuring costs, as we had I think we shed close to 2,000 employees around the world from our operations, because in some countries there was just absolutely no operation. Flights stopped and there was no catering. So we had large staff reductions. We had, I think our report quoted something like $25 million in restructuring costs. And of course the profitability of the division went from a profit to a loss. A relatively small loss, but it's a large profit that disappeared. That was the problem.
Now that business is picking up, are you anticipating perhaps expanding your staff again?
Already started. Many staff would have been rehired. Now remember that this operation, very small part of it is in Barbados. I mean, a significant operation at the airport, but is one of 26 countries. So this rehiring would have happened around the world and not just in Barbados.